but lost another 9 crucial seconds on stage 3. Johnny Gemmell does his talking on the stages, and on stage 2 and 3, that is exactly what Gemmell and Zimbabwe navigator Peter Marsh did. The Castrol Toyota Auris even managed a little sprint, but still set the second fastest time on stage 2, and his third fastest time on stage 3 was only 6 seconds behind stage winner Fecken, placing Gemmell third on the overall standings after these 2 tricky stages. The Total Evolution Runix of Fernando Rueda and Kobus Frey was the 11th car to tackle Friday's stages. Rueda was forced to retire from the previous event in Cape Town, but so far in the Sasol, the Spaniard managed to avoid the crocodiles and set competitive stage times to complete the early part of the Sasol in a very respectable 6th overall. Polokwane businessmen Tiens Hubert and Henny Boertes are still paying school fees in only their third ever event behind the wheel of the Salom Group S2000 Polo. Hubert has finished both previous outings in the top 10, and after stage 3 found himself in a career best 7th position overall.
After nearly 50 kilometers of rough gravel road action, Fecken is on course to turn his dream into a reality. But the charging Castrol Toyotas of Crony and Gemmell are both only 10 seconds behind. Keen is losing touch with the leaders, and thanks to the puncture curse, Habich disappears from the top 10. After the break, the dust flies as the contenders put their skills and machines through their paces in front of thousands of rally fans. Will Fecken hang on to his dream, or will Gemmell and Cronier crush it? In the forest of Mpumalanga, and as always, we are in the middle of yet another battle between Volkswagen and Toyota. Fecken did the early flying, but both the Toyotas of Gemmell and Cronier are tied for second position and breathing down his neck. At only 13 kilometers, stage 4 is the last gravel stage of the day, and the last real chance for anyone to try and stamp his authority on the event. But stage 4 is also full of rough jumps and bumps, and takes the competitors through the famous Spitskop village.
Du Plessis and Gerard Snyman had loads of time to try and make up after the adventures from earlier on the day. On stage 4, the Pertex Subaru managed the 10th fastest time. Fernando Rueda and Kobus Frey continued their steady run in the Total Evolution Runix with another top 10 stage time on stage 4, just 2 seconds faster than Du Plessis.
It's good, the car is fantastic, and yeah, the roads are very good.
The Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru of Charles Wilkin and Greg Godrich were once again in the lead of the production car category, exactly what Sasol were asking them to do on their own event. Wilkin closed the gap between himself and Rueda by 2 seconds on stage 4.
We were struggling a little bit in the beginning and got a bit better pace there, but the roads are extremely slippery in the front.
New Africa Development's Toyota Runix of Jaapie van Niekerk and Robin Houghton got a new set of tyres during the service break, and in his efforts to make up for lost time, van Niekerk recorded the 7th fastest time. Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson completed the tricky 13-kilometer stage in a time of 8 minutes and 23 seconds in their BP Ultimate Polo, but it was only good enough for the 6th fastest time.
Hairpin left now, log with logs, into right 6 in, right 6 in.
Times were getting close once again, and although Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh managed to beat Keen's time by 4 seconds, the Castrol Toyota Auris gave a few seconds away to their main rivals. But it was literally only a few seconds, as the BP Polo of leaders Hergen Fecken and Pierre Harries only managed to extend their lead over the Auris from 10 seconds to 11 seconds. BP Ultimate teammates Jan Habich and Douglas Judd had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and Warner charged to move back up the leaderboard. They equaled Fecken's time on stage 4 and moved back into the top 10. And then JP Damson and Andre Vermeulen proved that their stage-winning time on stage 1 earlier on the day was no fluke. The Total Evolution Runix recorded a time of 8 minutes and 17 seconds, a single second faster than Fecken and Habich. At the start of this stage, the Castrol Toyota orders of Mark Cronje and Robert Paisley were tied with Gemmell for second position and 10 seconds behind Fecken's lead. But a stage-winning time of 8 minutes and 16 seconds broke the tie.
Yeah, no, we had a clean run there. I tried to push a little bit, still a bit slippery. One or two little corners that caught us out, but I enjoyed that one,
Fecken's 10-second lead shrinks to just 8 over Cronje, with Gemmell a further 3 seconds back. Keen looks comfortable in 4th, 15 seconds ahead of Damso. Wilken leads production cars and Habich returns to the top 10. The 2009 Sasol South African Rally Championship is once again turning into a battle of epic proportions, with only seconds separating Toyota and Volkswagen's finest.
I'm happy with 8 seconds. Would have preferred if it was 20, but 8's fine.
And also it was very tricky. I mean, there were times on the road where it was really, really slow, you know, and I thought, sure, you know, the guys are killing us, but I think they also struggled a bit today.
Yeah, I could have been closer. Then stage 2 we had a bit of a problem. We sort of spun and stalled the car and got restarted and got going, and our time was only just a couple of seconds off the fastest. So it would have been a bit closer now, but still we got a long day tomorrow.
After more than 60 kilometers of rough gravel road action, the crews will once again get the opportunity to entertain the large crowds who have flocked to Sabi for the traditional Sasol Sabi town twister. This short tarmac stage is only 860 meters long, but the sun is setting, hiding the many pavements in darkness. Besides pride and the respect of all these fans, a driver has very little to gain in a stage like this. But with solid concrete obstacles only millimeters away, everything to lose. But then again, in a battle this close, every second counts.
The rally leaders, Fecken and Addis, gave a fantastic show by powering the BP Ultimate Polo to a stage-winning time of 1 minute and 9 seconds. Normally, a number of drivers will all record the exact same time on a stage like this one. But in Sabi, teammates Enzo Keen and Guy Hodgson were the only ones capable of matching Fecken's time. Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh lost another 2 seconds to Fecken with a time of 1 minute and 11 seconds in their Castrol Toyota orders, while Habich and Judd matched the same time in typical Habich spectacular fashion. Mark Cronje and Robert Paisley gave away 3 seconds to the leaders and allowed Castrol Toyota teammate Gemmell to close the gap to a mere 2 seconds. The production Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru, Sasol Wilken and Greg Godrich equaled Cronje's time of 1 minute and 12 seconds, much to the delight of the Sasol fans. From Sabi, the Sasol moved down the road to the town of White River for another short but spectacular display of car driving skills in front of even more rally fans. At just 750 meters, the Sasol White River run was even shorter than the stage in Sabi, but 750 meters were enough to change the look on the overall leaderboard. Sasol Wilken and Greg Godrich entertained a large crowd with a time of just 42 seconds to record their first Sasol stage win in the Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru.
Left 9.
But at the top of the leaderboard, a time of 43 seconds was enough for Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh to overtake Castrol Toyota teammates Mark Cronje and Robert Paisley for second position. As expected, times were close, with only single seconds separating BP Ultimate teammates Fecken, Keen and Habich.
Rallying is all about the big names, like the Kuhns, Feckens, Habichs, Gemmells, Cronjes, Damsos and Wilkens. But even the big names had to start somewhere, like in the lower classes.
In the production car class, Chase Atwell and navigator Brian Carriel have had a tough time of late. But the Zimbabwean youngster is now getting used to the four-wheel drive Subaru Impreza and was setting good stage times, enough to end day one of the Sasol as the second-place production car driver. Chad Coetzee is a relative newcomer to Class M4 production car rallying after acquiring the ex-Hein Latergan diesel technique Subaru Impreza. For the Sasol, Coetzee also acquired the services of former national rally winner Etienne Lawrence as a navigator, and it worked. Coetzee was not in touch with the production car leaders, but managed a fine third position at the end of day one. In the Premier front-wheel drive class, Class A7, current champions Chris de Wit and Dean Redlinghuis finally managed to start a rally, but the gearbox on the Total Evolution Runix only lasted 2 stages before they recorded their third consecutive retirement of the season. Class A7 championship points leaders Stefan Wilken and Greg Gericke didn't even make the start of the Sasol, as the Panos seeds VW Polo crashed out on the shakedown stage. The team motorized runnings of Evan Hutchison and Alvin Kutsia was once again in a battle for the Class A7 lead, but as so many times before, was forced to settle for second position. This time, Class A7 was all about the USN Spike Energy Drink Toyota Corolla of Skalk Burger and Armand de Tooy. Burger Jr., the son of former rally champion Skalk Burger, finally managed to keep his engine firing on all cylinders and went to bed on day one as the clear Class A7 leader. As always, the trio of Total Evolution Toyotas were locked in battle for Class A6 honours. Rodney Versace and Kellen Swan drove hard, but completed the 7 stages of day one in third position. Current class champion Craig Trott and Robbie Kutsia occupied second, but only by a slender 4 seconds from teammate Versace, setting the scene for a fantastic battle on day 2. But as with both previous events, the Class A6 pace was set by the Total Evolution Toyota Auris of Mohamed Musa and Grant Martin. Besides having his sights set on the Class A6 championship, Musa is a real star of the future and again proved it by placing his Class A6 car in between faster machinery. Class A5 is the current entry-level class for national rallying and the place where many rally legends learned their ropes. The fight between BP Ultimate City Golf teammates Andre Kleinwerk and Des de Fortier and Gugu Zulu and Carl Peskin has been a good one so far, but on the Sasol, champion Kleinwerk had to give up early on during day one, thanks to a broken engine. Port Elizabeth youngster Morna Janssen van Rensburg and Gewald Harting drove well to make third position their own in the GC Diesel Golf. But they were nearly half a minute behind the Total Evolution Toyota Yaris of Vusi Mabanga and Sean Visser. With no Kleinwerk, Gugu Zulu and Carl Peskin ended day one as Class A5 leaders with a more than comfortable lead over their rivals. In the remaining production car class, Class N3, Dave Compton and Pierre Jordan were once again on track to record their third successive victory in the Team Sasol Toyota Runnings. Compton completed day one with a massive 7-minute advantage over the Ford Fiesta of Tony Barbosa and Kenny Hill.
Day one of the demanding Sasol Rally came to an end as the remaining crews returned to Nelspruit for a welcome rest. As always, day 2 would be an even longer day, and the day that will decide the outcome of the Sasol. Fecken has a dream, but Gemmel and Cronje have other plans. It's day 2.